We've seen the data center debate rapidly expand over the past several months, including with state leaders. Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller is joining us now. Commissioner, you want Governor Greg Abbott to bring lawmakers back to the Capitol for a special session to address data centers now. Talk about this call.
Well, I called on the governor to do a one-year moratorium. He actually did a 6-month moratorium. That gets him past his election, but it doesn't give the legislature time to act. If we wait on the legislative session, the regular session, it starts in January, ends in June, and laws don't take effect until September 2027. That's over a year away. We don't have that much time. So if he's just only going to do a 6-month moratorium, the only other solution we have is an immediate special session to address data centers. That's no longer than 30 days. The regulations and laws they pass can take effect in 2 weeks after. So in 6 weeks, we could have our hands around this problem. We could have oversight and direction and organization and regulation of these data centers. Right now, they're using way too much electricity. In 2023, we had a peak load of 85 gigawatts. We almost had a rolling blackout. If they hook up everything that's trying to hook up, that's over 500 gigawatts, more than 5 times our capacity. That dog won't hunt. It just won't. Not to mention all the water. We don't have enough water for them either. So we've got to do something. We're in for a train wreck. They're taking up our very best farmland, taking it out of production. Once they pave it over, we can't grow any food on it. You can throw and with data centers, you can throw solar farms and crypto mines. So we've got a whole host of problems. This is the number one issue. Republicans need to get on this, and we need to get on it now. The Democrats, they're on it, and they're right on the issue. We need to join them. This is nonpartisan. We need to protect our infrastructure. We need to protect our Texas consumers, our farmers, our ranchers, and we're not doing it. And just kicking the can down the road. You know, Abbott wanted to bring these data centers to Texas. He's got them here. We wanted to lead the nation. We're doing that. He took millions and millions of dollars of campaign contributions from them. So now he's in a pickle. But what he's trying to do is just grandfather all of his campaign contributors in by giving them, a 6-month stay and kicking the regulation down the road for over a year.
Yeah, I want to talk about that.
We got to stop it now.
You actually said, you questioned in your release his intentions, right? You said, quote, is Governor Abbott genuinely committed to slowing this unchecked expansion, or is he sending a signal to data center developers, their investors, campaign contributors, that they still have a window to accelerate projects? That's really bold, Commissioner, for you to kind of be questioning those intentions. I think, is that you're really kind of getting to it, but you say it's an obvious question.
Well, I think we know the answer to the question because he recently told ERCOT, the PUC, you're taking too long to approve these connections for these data centers. You need to just put them all in one big batch and approve them all at once. So that's what they're doing. They're just going to approve them all at once and hook them up to the grid. That doesn't seem like he's too concerned about the consumers and the rising price of electricity and where we're going to get all this new power.
Do you think there's a way for Texas and our resources to coexist with data centers or with the number of data centers that are set to come here? I mean, we're set to get more than we're set to get more data centers than any other state in the country.
Well, originally it was a race with China for AI supremacy. They've actually frozen their data centers at 475 because it's too big a strain on their infrastructure. At the rate we're going to have over 5,000 in the United States, probably over 2,500 in Texas alone. So they're only at 17% capacity. We've won the AI race. There is no race we don't need to build anymore. We really need that full 1-year moratorium. But since we're obviously not going to get that, Abbott's not going to give us that. We need a 30-day special session so we can jump on it and get ahead of it before this train wreck happens.
Yeah, your biggest concern, is it just the electricity, the water? You've laid out some of those issues, and obviously some of these things are already down the pipeline. Your biggest concern with the ones that are already being built, that are already in the works right now?
Well, they use, way too much water. We've got to figure out where it comes from. If we had that 1-year moratorium, there's some things coming online, like these SMR, small modular reactors, where they can make their own power, actually maybe even put some back on the grid. That would be helpful. They're not ready yet. They're not going to be ready for a year or more. So that's one reason I wanted to do the 1 year moratorium. But if we're not getting that, let's have a special session. Let's put some guidelines out there. Let's get this under control and let's organize them.
All right. Texas Ag Commissioner Sid Miller, we thank you so much for taking some time out to talk with us today.
All right. God bless. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We did reach out to the governor's office to ask about Commissioner Miller's call for a special session. In a statement, the governor's press secretary told me, quote, Governor Abbott has been clear that data centers cannot come before Texas families. That is why he directed the PUC and ERCOT to require data centers to pay for their own infrastructure, bring their own power, reuse their own water, and lower residential electric bills. These steps protect Texans from higher costs and negative impacts on their communities.